All right, baseball fans, let's crown a champion today. Welcome everyone to Springfield, Minnesota. Fairmont and St. Patrick here in the title game in Springfield. We'll wait for the first pitch before we begin our official broadcast.
Baseball. And over on the concession stand, you can see the home plate that's right by the window there. That is in his honor. He loved baseball, often talked about his playing days. He played for Springfield and Comfrey, both town teams. And Lori Milbrath is down there. She is the executor of his estate. And she thought that he would just be so proud that some of the money that he had saved up during his lifetime was able to go toward creating that incredible project right over there. And you can see there's some pictures on the side of the grandstand that show before and after what has gone on over there. It is absolutely an incredible thing. And he played right field, and so the home plate's over on that side. And he would just be so proud that that's a part of his legacy. And so Lori Milbrath, again, is out there to throw out the first pitch. She is the executor of his estate. Here's your pitch, Lori. All righty. Here's a moment that in June we didn't know if this would happen. Thank you so much to the amateur baseball board. The guys are over there by the green shed. I think we should give them a standing ovation. We didn't know if this was going to happen. It was their leadership that got us here so we could play ball in 2020. Thank you, Minnesota Amateur Baseball Association Board. Thank you. All right, it's time. Let's play some championship baseball. Here we go.
Sounds good to me, and welcome to Springfield, Minnesota, and the State Amateur Baseball Championship game on Prep Spotlight TV. I'm Ryan Phelps. Pleased to have you with us here on a cool and drizzly day in southern Minnesota. Here in Springfield, it's 54 degrees and cloudy skies, but the intensity on the field is electric. We're just a few minutes before the opening pitch. St. Patrick will be the home team in green. Fairmont, the visitors, in light blue. The lineup for Fairmont, the Martins, last in the state championship game in 2012. They lost to Maple Lake. They have never won a title. The number one hitter, Luke Becker, followed by Jack Waltich, Derek Schoen, John Trado, Levi Becker, Ethan Hearn, Tyler Tennyson, Adam Schmidt, and Blake Cromer. Pitching for Fairmont today, Ross Ackerman. For the St. Patrick Irish, in the field, starting with the pitcher from MSU Mankato, Josh Simon. Behind the plate, Matt Ambrose. At third base, Ryan Freeges. At short, Jack Freeges. Second baseman, Jordan Garacki. First baseman, Seth Ambrose. Across the outfield, in left, Joe Wires. In center, Jace Westman. And in right field, Zach Endress. We'll go over the St. Patrick batting order when they come to bat, and we'll talk about the Fairmont Martins in the field when they get there. St. Patrick has never won a title either. In fact, this is their first ever championship game. They're managed by Brent Garacki in his first year with the Irish. Levi Becker, the left fielder, a Northern Iowa area community college baseball player. He's the manager, but acting as manager, since Levi is in the field, is Dave Hearn. Dave Hearn actually led Grenada Huntley, East Chain, Martin Luther, Truman, the GHEC TML to the 2017 State Minnesota High School tournament a couple years ago.
Number 9, Luke Becker.
We are just about ready to start here as Luke Becker comes to the plate. Class C State Championship Baseball here on Prep Spotlight TV. Pleased to have you with us on Labor Day in Minnesota. First pitch 10:56 a.m. Josh Simon fires a strike for St. Pat's. Luke Becker played at Kentucky. Drives one to left, wires, tracking, backs up, sticks up the glove and makes the catch, and he puts it away for out number 1. He plays for the Lexington Legends.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 2, Jack Waletich.
In the Woodbat League, also in the Padres organization at one point. Jack Waletich, an MSU Mankato product. Left-handed batter, plays center field here for the Martins. Josh Simon, also a Maverick. First pitch low inside for a ball. 1-0 the count. One away here, just underway, top of 1 with St. Pat's and Fairmont. This one popped up on the left side as well. Coming in is Wires. And he'll reach up for out number 2. Couple of fly balls to left so far. And 2 away, top of 1 for Fairmont.
Batting third baseman, number 21, Derek Schoen.
Derek Schoen just committed to the University of Mary in Bismarck, North Dakota. He comes to the plate now, right-handed batter, facing the right-handed pitcher, Josh Simon. With 2 away, top of 1. That pitch in there for a strike. Catches the bottom half of the strike zone for strike 2. 0-2 now the count. 2 shown. St. Pat's Irish fans wanted to call it third strike, but it's 1-2 now with 2 away here, top of 1. Driven right up the middle, and a 2-out single for Schoen. And Fairmont is in business here in the top of the first. That'll bring John Trado, the first baseman.
Fourth, first baseman, number 10, John Trado.
Played his college ball at RCTC in Rochester. He comes to the plate now with 2 outs and a runner on first in Schoen. Schoen with a solid crack up the middle for the first hit of the ball game. Toss over to Seth Ambrose at first. Seth, of course, a college hockey player for the Gophers. Matt, his brother behind home plate, played his college hockey at the University of Omaha. One and 0 the count here. 2 outs, top of 1. Fairmont in blue, the visitors today. Last made it to the championship game in 2012, a loss to Maple Lake. St. Patrick's has never been here. The 1-0 pitch driven to the right side, and that one's in for back-to-back singles. Trado is aboard with 2 away, and that brings Becker to the plate. Levi Becker, the manager, Northern Iowa Area Community College ball player.
Fifth, number 17, the left fielder, Levi Becker.
That pitch in the dirt, blocked down by Ambrose. 1 ball to Becker. Here as Fairmont is threatening in the top of the first. 2 flyouts to left, followed by 2 hard-hit ground balls to the outfield. Runners on first and second, Schoen and Trado, with Becker at the plate. Fairmont defeated Cold Spring 10-3 last night in the semifinals. They can put some runs on the board. That pitch catches the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. Simon checks the sign, looks at second, kicks and fires. Low. 2-1 now, 2 down. Top of one, runners on first and second. This one hit to the left side. That one will get through. They're going to wave the runner home shown. There may be a play at the plate. There will be, and he slides in safe. Fairmont scores a run here, top of one. They lead 1-0. An RBI single for Levi Becker, and Fairmont is on the board. That'll bring Ethan Hearn to the plate.
The second baseman, number 34, Ethan Hearn.
Hearn, also an RCTC product from Rochester. St. Patrick pitcher Josh Simon pitches from the stretch outside, ball one. High and tight for a ball, 2-0. So a grounder by Schoen up the middle, to the right side by Trado, to the left side by Becker. 3 straight singles and a run scored by Schoen on the RBI for Levi Becker. He's on first. This one hit to the left side as well, and that'll get through. They're going to wave Trado home. Will there be a play this time? The throw is in, and the tag is made for out number 3. And Fairmont is down in the first. 4 consecutive singles for the Martins. They get one aboard. We head to the bottom half of the first inning. Fairmont with 1. St. Patrick coming to bat here next in Springfield.
Part of this amazing experience, and thank you to all the people who have made this happen, our volunteers, our field staff, our concession workers, everybody that's made this happen. Thank you so much. Also, special announcement today, they have not only cool beverages in the concession stand, but they have warm beverages in the concession stand.
Well, how about that? Get your warm drinks over at the concession stand. Welcome back, everyone, to Springfield, Minnesota. Ryan Phelps here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Kit Callis, our man behind the camera, making things look good. Starting pitcher for the Fairmont Martins, Ross Ackerman. Ackerman, a draftee from Windham, as we take a closer look at him. He'll be dealing for the Fairmont Martins today. Batting for St. Patrick, their leadoff hitter Jack Freeges, followed by Jordan Garacki, Seth Ambrose, Matt Ambrose, Dom DeLuca, Ryan Freeges, Zach Endress, Joe Wires, and Jace Westman. In the field for Fairmont.
Leading off for the Irish, shortstop, number 11, Jack Freeges.
As I mentioned, Ross Ackerman pitching, Blake Cromer behind the plate. The infield, third base, Derek Schoen. Shortstop, Luke Becker. Second base, Ethan Hearn. At first, it's John Trado. As we wait for the first offering from Ackerman, it's high for a ball. In the outfield, Levi Becker in left, Jack Waltich in center, Adam Schmidt in right. This one hit to left in the gap. In left center, up underneath it is Waltich, and he'll tuck it away for out number 1. So St. Pat's starting just like Fairmont did in the top of the first with the fly ball from the MSU Mankato product, Jack Freeges.
Second baseman, number 1, Jordan Garacki.
Jordan Garacki, son of manager Brent Garacki, in his first year with St. Patrick. Played his college ball at Northern State. Virtually every player on both teams, college baseball players, with a couple hockey players thrown in to boot. Hit to the right side. Tracking is Hearn, but he can't catch up to it. And a one-out single for Garacki. And that'll bring Seth Ambrose to the plate. First baseman.
Number 7, the first baseman, Seth Ambrose.
Seth Ambrose, one of the leading scorers in New Prague High School hockey history, despite playing at such a young age before departing early and then a nice college career at the University of Minnesota. One away with one on here. Bottom of the first inning, just underway in Springfield. We've traded sunscreen for blankets here today. As Ackerman kicks and fires, hit to the left side. Scoop by Schoen, the throw to 2 for 1. The relay is in time. A 5-4-3 double play, and St. Pat's is down here in the first. Let's go to the second inning. Fairmont coming to bat next here in Springfield.
Touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe there never was, but now I look at the night.
Welcome back to Springfield, Minnesota, and the Class C State Amateur Baseball Championship here on Prep Spotlight TV. Ryan Phelps here, pleased to have you with us on a cool and cloudy Monday, Labor Day,
Now
here
batting,
in southern
designated
Minnesota.
hitter, number 27, Tyler Tennyson.
Tennyson, the 7-hitter, the DH, comes to the plate. Tennyson, a Buena Vista college ball player. Dave Hearn said that he'd lose him if we had to delay this game to next weekend because he'll be leaving. We moved the game time up 2 hours today. Great move by the Minnesota Baseball Association. The 0-2 pitch now. Fouled straight back. Josh Simon dealing for St. Patrick. Ahead of the hitter 0-2. This one hit to the left side. A solid shot by Tennyson, the DH, and he's aboard with a leadoff single here in the top of the second inning. Just some solid hits. That's the 5th hit of the game.
Leadoff single brings up the right fielder, number 31, Adam Schmidt.
Fairmont had 4 consecutive singles in the first inning. Although they only have 4 listed on the scoreboard, they did have 4 hits in the first. That one was number 5. That pitch catches the outside corner for a strike to Schmidt. That's Adam Schmidt, the right fielder. And at the knees, strike 2. Simon ahead 0-2 to Tennyson, now ahead 0-2 to Schmidt. Tennyson singled to left, he's on first. Swing and a miss, fouled off. He got a piece of it, so the count remains 0-2. Just underway here, top at 2, 1-0 Fairmont in the championship game in what has been a wonderful tournament both in Milroy and here in Springfield. Fairmont got a first round bye. They defeated Waconia 2-1, Jordan 7-5, Buffalo 5-1, and winners last night in the semifinals 10-3 over Springfield. Another foul by Schmidt. St. Patrick beat Regal in the first round 5-1. 10-1 over Rochester in round 2. A 16-4 8-inning game over Carver. Then they beat Bluffton 2-1 in a thriller. And last night 6-4 over Young America. That pitch misses high. 1-2 now, nobody out. Top at 2. The runner on first is Tennyson. This one driven to left. Wires will have a drop in front of him, and back-to-back singles to start the second inning for Fairmont. So we head to the number 9 hitter, Blake Cromer. They have 5 hits up on the board here, although they mentioned in the first inning there were 4, and there's 2 so far here in the second. Bunt shown, lay down and hit the plate. So foul ball. Foul ball, 1 strike on Cromer, the catcher. Tennyson, the DH, on second. Schmidt, the right fielder, on first. Cromer, the catcher, at the plate. Nobody out here, top at 2. 1 strike. Simon delivers. And it gets through Ambrose. Both runners advance. 1 ball, 1 strike on the pass ball. So runners at second and third now. There's the pitch, bounced to the left side, caught by Freeges. The throw to first is in time. Both runners stranded. So 1 away here on the 5-3 putout, and we're back to the top of the order to Becker.
Top of the order, shortstop, number 9, Luke Becker.
Becker flew out to left back in the first inning before I got a chance to mention a University of Kentucky baseball player. In the Padres organization, and now with the Lexington Legends. 1 away here, top at 2. This one bounced off the plate. Simon over to pick it up. The throw to first is not in time. So an infield single for Becker. The bases are loaded for Jack Waltich, the Minnesota State Maverick.
Becker legs out an infield hit to bring up number 2, the center fielder, Jack Waltich.
In the championship game, you'll take him any way you can. This time Becker bounces one off the chalk and beats the throw. So Waltich comes to the plate, bases loaded, 1 out, top of 2 here in the finals. Josh Simon pitching for St. Patrick. The Irish playing in their first ever championship game. First offering to Waltich, swing and a miss. He got a piece of it, it was fouled off. The crowd, no doubt, thinner here today than what we've seen over the past 3 weekends, probably because of the cold. The 1 pitch, bounced again, foul. 2 strikes now to Waltich. Oh, 0-2 with 1 out here. Top of the second inning. Simon on the mound. Waltich at the plate. Bases are loaded in a 1-0 game. That one's in the dirt as well, but they're going to wait. Nope, they're going to hold the runners. Smart move. That one kicked hard off the backstop. As we've seen over the past 3 weekends, the balls come back very quickly to the catcher. So a wise move by Tennyson to stay at third. Tennyson's at third, Schmidt at second, Becker is at first, Waltich at the plate. Down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 away. 7 hits on the board for Fairmont. Here in just an inning and a third. Hard hit balls as well. That one hit off the glove of Ambrose. The only ball not hit hard was Becker's that was bounced off the chalk. And he beat out the throw from the pitcher, Josh Simon. He's on first. 2-2 the count to Jack Waltich, the Minnesota State Maverick. Breaking ball hit to the left side. That'll score at least one, make it 2. Rounding third and heading home is Schmidt. 2 runs will score. It's a double. 2 RBI for Waltich, and it's now 3-0. What a hit to the left side into the corner, trailing into foul territory.
2-run double brings up the third baseman, number 21, Derek Schoen.
So Schoen comes to the plate with runners on second and third in Becker and Waltich. Both Tennyson and Schmidt plate runs, and Fairmont is dealing here with a 3-run lead in the top of the second inning. A meeting at the mound with Simon and Ambrose. Just 1 out here, top at 2. The Martins are in business. Schoen scored the only run in the first inning on the RBI by Levi Becker. He takes a first pitch low for a ball. Schoen got the first hit of the game, a hard grounder up the middle. This one hit to the left side and off the shortstop's glove. The throw to first is in time. A run scores as Becker comes home. So it's an RBI for Schoen. And the 6-3 putout by Freeges.
First baseman, number 10, John Trejo.
So John Trejo, who also singled back in the first inning and was stranded at third, excuse me. This one popped up to the right side. Seth Ambrose is in. Matt Ambrose is out. Seth reaches up and tucks it away for out number 3. But Fairmont adds 3 more here in the top of the second. They lead 4-0 in the championship game over St. Patrick here in Springfield on Prep Spotlight TV.
For Fairmont in the top of the second, 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Head to the bottom of the second, Fairmont 4, St. Patrick 0.
St. Patrick will start with their cleanup hitter, Matt Ambrose, the catcher. He was a college hockey player at the University of Omaha. Due up then for St. Patrick here in the bottom of the second inning, Ambrose, Dom DeLuca, and Ryan Freeges.
Leading off the bottom of the second for the Irish, the catcher, number 10, Matt Ambrose.
So 8 hits so far on the day for Fairmont in just 2 innings. 4 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 run in the first, 3 in the second inning. They lead 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. The St. Patrick Irish come to the plate. Dealing for Fairmont and Dave Hearn is Ross Ackerman, the draftee from Windham. Fairmont located in southern Minnesota on I-90. A great tradition down there. They play for the Little Brown Jug against Blue Earth every year in football. Had been until the districts took over and changed things up a little bit. Instead of conference football play, but that's a story for another time. 2-1 the count to Ambrose, the catcher. That pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. 2-2. This one right up the middle, a solid shot. And the second hit of the game for St. Patrick is a leadoff single by Ambrose. And that'll bring Dom DeLuca to the plate.
Number 24, the designated hitter, Dom DeLuca.
Dom DeLuca, a bullpen catcher for the University of Minnesota. Comes to the plate with nobody out and a runner on first in Matt Ambrose. Bottom of the second inning, Fairmont leading St. Patrick 4-0 here in the championship game. In what has been an odd season in the strangest year of our lives, 2020. Ackerman checks the runner at first. Pitching from the stretch, he'll kick and fire. Strike one in the inside corner. 0-1 the count. Ackerman taking his time. Delivers just above the belt for a ball. Just above a green belt. St. Patrick in green with white pants. Fairmont in Columbia blue with gray pants. 1-1 the count to the DH DeLuca. That one's in there for a strike. 1-2. St. Patrick, located just east of New Prague, just south of Prior Lake. They have a church, a bar, and a baseball field. I plan on eating there at St. Patrick's tonight. Timeout called by DeLuca. DeLuca steps back into the box after exchanging signals with Brent Garacki, the manager, third base coach. Ackerman from the stretch. Bounced off the plate, foul. Oh, and booted by the first base coach. So the count remains 1-2. Nobody out here, bottom two. Matt Ambrose on first. DeLuca at the plate. Ackerman very methodical on the mound. The 1-2 pitch. Hit to the right side. Schmidt is tracking. He's under it, and he'll stick up the glove and put it away for out number one. That'll bring Ryan Freges to the plate.
Third baseman, number 21, Ryan Freges.
Freges comes to us via Minnesota State Mankato as well. Several players on both teams, MSU ball players. One away here, bottom two. The runner on first is Matt Ambrose, the catcher. He singled up the middle to start the inning. That misses inside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Ackerman eyes the runner, pitching from the stretch. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. Ackerman from Wyndham, a draftee, which is why he's got the different colored uniform than the rest of his teammates here from Fairmont. That one misses low and away for a ball. 3-0 now the count. So 3 balls, no strikes to Freeges, the third baseman. 1 away here, bottom 2, with Ambrose on first. And that one catches the inside corner for a strike. 3-1. This one fouled off, and the count is now full at 3-2. With 1 out here, bottom 2. Fairmont with 1 run in the first, 3 in the second. They've got 8 hits on the board, 4 in each inning. They're the visitors here today. They played here last night against Cold Spring in the semis after defeating Buffalo yesterday at noon in the quarters. This one bounced off the plate foul. Count remains full, 3-2 with 1 away. Ryan Freeges at the plate, awaiting the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 outs now for the right fielder, Zach Endres.
Number 33, Zach Endres.
So how about Endres? Endres is a junior in high school at Lakeville South. He's the only current high schooler in the starting lineup. Then he comes to the plate, batting left to throw to first, as Ambrose just falls on first base. This one popped up to the left side. Schoen is back in foul territory. A basket over the head catch. What a beauty by Schoen as he puts it away for out number 3. We'll head to the third. Fairmont leading here in the championship 4-0 over St. Patrick in Springfield on Prep Spotlight TV.
For the Irish in the bottom of the second, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 2. Great place to be on your birthday.
Back here in Springfield, Ryan Phelps on PrepSpotlight.tv. Kit Callis, our photographer. Andy Price is our executive producer. Zach Schuster providing technical support. Amy Fauché leads our social media department. And I get to talk into the mic and watch baseball all day. After a leadoff single by Ambrose in the bottom of the second, the Irish go down in order. So we head to the top of the third And Levi Becker.
Top of the third for the Martins. Left fielder, number 17, Levi Becker.
Becker, the manager. Dave Hearn manages during the game. Becker from Nyack, Northern Iowa Area Community College, takes the first pitch. Ball. The rain is coming down here in Springfield. It's getting cozy here in the broadcast booth. As the fans are moving in closer and closer. During the first 3 weeks, they couldn't get far enough away as everybody was trying to get into the sun, and this one hit to the gap in left center field. Westman tracks it down. Becker stretching it for 2, and he'll be in with a leadoff double. A solid shot by Becker.
Second baseman, number 34, Ethan Hearn.
So Becker now with 2 hits on the day, including an RBI single back in the first. Hearn comes to the plate. He also singled in the first, but was stranded to end the first inning. This one hit to the left side, scooped up by the third baseman, Friges. And the throw is in time to Ambrose for out number 1. The rain coming down, and it's not going to stop. So we'll play on through the rain.
The designated hitter, Tyler Tennyson.
53 degrees here in Springfield and cool. We're sheltered. The players obviously are not. Tennyson, the DH, who singled to start the second inning. He scored a run. He comes to the plate now, 1 for 1 on the day. And 1-1 now the count. As the rain continues to come down here, coming down harder and harder. They moved the start time up to 11 a.m. from 1 p.m. Maybe we should have gone at 9. Low and away for a ball, 2-1 now. A stark contrast to the 80s and sunny we've had the last 3 weekends here in southern Minnesota. The runner on second is Levi Becker, the manager of Fairmont. He's also their left fielder. Singled in a run in the first, doubled here to lead off the second. 2-2 the count to Tennyson. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3, and Tennyson is down. 2 away, and that brings Adam Schmidt, the right fielder, to the plate.
Right fielder, number 31, Adam Schmidt.
Schmidt also singled and scored back in the second inning. The Martins have been hitting the ball hard today. They have 9 hits through 2 2/3 innings off of Josh Simon, the starting pitcher for St. Patrick. Ball. One and all the count with 2 outs. This one hit to the left side, but foul. So 1-1 now the count as the rain comes down harder and harder. We can hear it on the tin roof over our head. We're looking straight northeast at center field. It's a square corner out in center field at 452 feet. This one hit to the right side. This will land in shallow right. Rounding third is Becker and heading for home, and he'll step on home plate for the 5th run of the game for Fairmont on an RBI single by Adam Schmidt. The Martins are hitting the ball hard here today. Their 10th hit of the game
Number 4,
drives in run number 5. Blake Cromer, the catcher who grounded out back in the second inning, comes to the plate now with a runner on second. And coming out to the mound will be Brent Garacki to chat with his infield. Most notably, Josh Simon, the starting pitcher. So Fairmont played here in the finals in 2012, lost to Maple Lake. Coincidentally, Maple Lake's high school team is the Irish. Trotting off the field is Josh Simon. So we will have a new pitcher for St. Pat's. They trail 5-0 here in the rain in southern Minnesota. You're watching live coverage of the State Amateur Baseball Tournament here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! DuBois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Welcome back to Springfield, Minnesota. You're looking at Bill Dunker.
Bill Dunker.
He is now in the pitch, replacing Josh Simon. The book's still open on Simon as we have a runner on second in Adam Schmidt. He singled and drove in Becker to make it 5-0. As of right now, Simon 2 2/3 innings, 5 runs, all earned on 10 hits with 1 strikeout. First pitch by Dunker is a ball. 2-0 now the count. To Cromer. Number 4 versus number 4. 3 balls to Cromer. And that one catches the outside corner for a strike. 3-1. Popped up. Left side. Jack Friedge is under it at short. And he'll put it away for out number 3. The Martins add one more here in the third. They lead now 5-0 as St. Patrick comes to the plate.
For Fairmont in the top of the third, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Head to the bottom of the third, Fairmont 5, St. Patrick nothing.
That's the voice of Marty Brandel, our PA announcer here in Springfield. He's been here calling every game the past 3 weeks. That's a lot of baseball. And that's the voice of John Denver. Thought the Rockies would be a lot more rocky than this. St. Patrick will be led off by their 8-hitter, the left fielder Joe Wires. He was a 2019 New Prague graduate. New Prague, if you recall, made it to the state finals in baseball in 2019, led mostly by juniors. They lost in the Class 4A championship game. Would have likely been back there and could have very well claimed a state championship this year. Unfortunately, there was no spring baseball season in Minnesota or anywhere due to COVID. I guess the silver lining for New Prague, they did win the Senior Salute Baseball Tournament, which we had here on PrepSpotlight.tv, put on by the St. Paul Saints. The Senior Salute played back a few weeks, well, about a month ago now, New Prague won that tournament after losing one game in the play-in round. They got one of the wild card spots in the championship bracket, won their way and played their way all the way to the championship and won it. So congratulations to New Prague. Weyers not a part of that team as he had already graduated the year prior. The senior salute was all seniors in high school. 24 teams made up of 80 high schools across the state, all seniors that did not get a chance to play their senior year in 2020.
Leading off the bottom of the third for the Irish, left fielder, number 27, Joe Weyers.
So we're set here in the bottom of the third. Rain coming down hard here in southern Minnesota. That pitch high and tight to Weyers. He's the 8-hitter, Westman and Freges. And that one's hit to the second baseman, Hearn. Hearn scoops, fires to first. And that's out number 1. So the number 9 hitter, Jace Westman, comes to the plate.
Westman.
Jack Freges, the 1 hitter, the shortstop in the on-deck circle. Ross Ackerman on the mound, bunt shown,
He can sit right up here.
and missed, strike 1. Ross Ackerman, a draftee from Wyndham. And they're going to get a new ball. The balls are obviously wet here today, and when they hit the dirt, they are dirty. So Ackerman getting a fresh ball from the home plate umpire. A 3-man crew here today in the championship. We've been playing with 2 umpires the entire tournament until here in the finals. Chanhassen won last night in Shakopee to claim the Class B championship. They defeated Moorhead. Their 3rd straight Class B championship. Strike 3 called as Westman is retired, and we head back to the top of the order. And the Minnesota State Maverick, Jack Freges.
11, Jack Freges.
So Chanhassen with 3 straight Class B championships, and we'll crown a first-time winner here today. Neither Fairmont nor St. Patrick has won a title. This one fouled off. One strike to Freges. 2 down here, bottom 3. Driven to the gap in right center field. Waltich is tracking. Up with the glove is Schmidt, and he'll put it away for out number 3. So the Irish go down in order here in the 3rd, and after 3 full, it's Fairmont 5, St. Patrick nothing here in Springfield. You're watching live coverage of the State Amateur Baseball Tournament on PrepSpotlight.tv.
This one goes out as respect.
Welcome back to Springfield, Minnesota. State Amateur Baseball here on PrepSpotlight.tv. We're at the home of the Springfield High School Tigers football team.
Number 9, Luke Becker.
They play their high school football here, which is why the center field fence is at a right angle. This one is driven hard to the right side by Becker, the leadoff hitter Luke Becker, with his second hit of the game. He singled and scored a run back in the second inning, and he's aboard with a leadoff single here in the fourth. So the center field fence at 452 to accommodate the football field here. The left field foul pole.
Number 2, Jack Walletich.
Is at 342. At right center, it's 385. Excuse me, left center 385. Right center 370. And the right field foul pole lists 318. One aboard, nobody out here. Fourth inning as Waltich comes to the plate. Waltich looks at ball one. One of many Minnesota State baseball players in the lineup today for both teams. Several Mavericks. Runner goes. The throw down to second by Ambrose is high. Sliding in with a stolen base is Becker. So Waltich now with a 2-0 count. Nobody out here. Top of 4. 11 solid hits for Fairmont today. And 5 runs on the board. That pitch off the outside corner for a ball. 3-0. Bill Dunker coming in relief after Josh Simon started for St. Patrick. He pitched 2 2/3 innings. Gave up 5 runs on 10 hits with 1 strikeout. Strike one. 3-1 the count. Dunker checks the runner. Kicks and fires. High, ball 4. So a leadoff single followed by a walk. Becker is on second, Waltich on first, and that'll bring the third baseman Schoen to the plate.
21, Derek Schoen.
Schoen scored a run in the first. He hit into a 6-3 putout, but got an RBI on the play back in the second inning. So he's 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored today. Ball 1, 1-0. This one bounced off the plate foul. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Schoen. The rain seems to have lightened a little bit. Still coming down. Swing and a miss, strike 2. As Schoen is down to 1 knee. Breaking ball fouled off into the dirt. Just got a piece of it. Count remains 1-2. Dunker kicks and fires, and waving at it. Strike 3 to Schoen, and he's down for out number 1 here in the fourth.
First baseman.
That'll bring Trado to the plate.
John Trado.
Trado from RCTC. 1 for 2. He singled back in the first inning. Popped up to first in foul territory in the second to end the second. He takes ball 1. Hit to the right side. Garacki can't come up with a play. Rounding third and heading home is Becker. There will not be a play at the plate, and it's 6-0 Fairmont. An RBI 1-out single for John Trado. So Becker makes it 6-0.
Number 17, Levi Becker.
That's Luke Becker makes it 6-0. Levi now comes to the plate and takes ball 1. That's the 12th hit of the game for Fairmont here in the fourth inning. They brought their bats today. Strike 1, 1-1 the count with 1 out. Waltich advanced to third on the RBI single. That one's inside and low for a ball, 2-1. Levi Becker, the manager of the club. Dave Hearn at third runs the operation during the games. So Levi, I guess, just does the paperwork, sets the lineup. But Dave Hearn's name is signed at the bottom of my sheet. 2-2 the count. Low and in the dirt, and the runner's going to run to second. Advancing to second on the wild pitch was Trado. So runners at second and third with one out. The count is full to Becker. Becker from Nyack, Northern Iowa Area Community College. Dunker the pitch, driven to the gap in left center field. Wires will chase. 2 runs will score as it rolls to the wall. Becker rounding second, he'll head to third. Becker comes into third with a stand-up 2 RBI triple. Fairmont leads this one 8-0 in the fourth.
Second baseman, number 34, Ethan Hearn.
That's the third RBI of the day, the second and third RBIs of the day for Levi Becker as Ethan Hearn comes to the plate. The second baseman from Rochester Community and Technical College. Only one out here in the fourth inning. 1 run in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third, 3 more here in the fourth with just 1 out. And a lucky 13 hits on the board for Fairmont. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Dunker gets his second strikeout of the inning for out number 2, and that'll bring the designated hitter Tennyson to the plate, who struck out back in the third inning. He singled and scored a run in the second.
Number 27, the designated hitter, Tyler Tennyson.
Tennyson 1 for 2 with a run scored. Runner on third is Becker. Levi Becker. 1-1 the count. This one popped up, foul, and out of play on the right side. This game just an hour old. We started at 10:56. It's now 11:56 here in Springfield, Minnesota. The count is 1-2 with 2 outs to Tennyson. Hit to the left side, and that one's through. An RBI single for Tennyson. Fairmont up 9-0.
Right fielder, number 31, Adam Schmidt.
Adam Schmidt, 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a run scored. He scored back in the second inning. And now the manager, Brent Garacki, coming to the mound to chat with his team and Bill Dunker. St. Pat, they're in trouble. Down 9, and let's be honest, they're in danger of heading home early here. Fairmont with 14 hits. St. Pat with 2. Adam Schmidt, 2 for 2 on the day. 2 singles and a run scored. Comes to the plate with Tennyson on first and 2 outs. Popped up, out of play. It's a shame the weather here today, and I only say that because of the gorgeous weather we've had all throughout this tournament. I've been here for almost a dozen games, maybe more than that, as this one's fouled off to the left side now. That's out of play as well. About a dozen games here in Springfield, and we've had anywhere from 75 to upper 80s, maybe even into the 90s. Sunny and beautiful for 3 weekends of baseball. Great games, some outstanding players. We've seen great pitching, we've seen wonderful hitting, some terrific plays in the field. And it culminates here in the championship game. 50 degrees and rainy in Springfield. This one hit to the gap, running after it is Wires, and he'll dive and make the catch for out number 3. 4 more on the board for Fairmont. They lead 9-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th here in Springfield on Prep Spotlight TV.
For Fairmont in the top of the 4th, 4 runs on 4 more hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Head to the bottom of the 4th, Fairmont 9, St. Patrick 0.
Well, the weather is soggy, but the fans are festive here in Springfield. Welcome back, everyone. Ryan Phelps here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Pleased to have you with us on a rainy, cloudy day here for the finals. The lights are on, but the mood is light.
Hey, we're having fun at the bottom of the 4th. Second baseman, number 1, Jordan Garacki.
That's Marty Brandel, our PA announcer. Garacki singled back in the first inning, but was a casualty of the double play ball by Ambrose. So one of just 2 St. Patrick Irish batters to get a hit today. He'll lead off. He bounces one to the right side. Ethan Hearn is in, takes it off the short hop, and tosses over to first for out number 1.
Now batting, first baseman, number 7, Seth Ambrose.
Big Seth Ambrose, a hockey standout, played for the Gophers. Comes to the plate now, his team trailing by 9. They need that big bat here. 1 away, bottom 4. Championship game, fouled off, strike 1. Ross Ackerman pitching for Fairmont as Ambrose also hits it to Hearn. The scoop and throw for out number 2. So a couple of 4-3 putouts will bring Matt Ambrose to the plate.
Catcher, number 10, Matt Ambrose.
Two away here, bottom 4. Fairmont to start the game running away with it with 14 hits. They lead 9-0. Strike 1 on the outside corner to Ambrose. This one hit to the right side. Coming in is Schmidt, and he'll put it away for out number 3. The Irish go down in order. We'll head to the 5th inning. It's 9-0. The Martins leading the Irish here in the finals on Prep Spotlight TV.
This is a guy that nobody sees has done a tremendous job, and his name is Marty Brandel. He has been here for every game. He's behind the scene on a lot of the books, and he doesn't want to be that guy, but he's the guy. We need to have this tournament, so thank you.
Back here in Springfield, they're honoring the PA announcer Marty Brandel, who, as you heard, and we mentioned earlier, has announced every game here during this tournament in Springfield. He has been a great help to us here at Prep Spotlight, helping us out with lineups and getting us the information we need, along with, of course, all of the managers and players of the teams. It's been quite a thrill for us here, and we hope this will be the first of many years of calling this state amateur baseball tournament on Prep Spotlight. Ryan Phelps here with the call. Kit Callis, our photographer. Andy Price helps, well, he does most of it, putting it all together, along with Brian Nicholson. Amy Fauché, our boss and director of social media.
The top of the 5th.
Zach Schuster provides technical support.
Number 4, Blake Cromer.
As Blake Cromer comes to the plate for Fairmont. He's 0 for 2. And as I glance down at my sheet, he's the only Martin without a hit today. 14 hits on the board for Fairmont. Cromer, the catcher, grounded out and flew out. This one bounced foul for strike 2. Rain picking up again. It hasn't stopped, but it has slowed a little. Now it's picking up and coming down harder. Dunker on the mound. Bill Dunker in relief of Josh Simon for St. Patrick. 1-2 the count as that missed wide. Foul. So 1-2, Dunker to Cromer. This one hit to center field. Westman is in, but it's going to land in front of him. And Cromer gets his first hit of the game. He'll lead off the 5th inning with a single for Fairmont. And he represents the 10th run, which is important for obvious reasons.
Shortstop, number 9, Luke Becker.
Becker is 2 for 3. He's got 2 singles, a stolen base, and 2 runs scored. His hit in the 2nd inning bounced off the chalk and rolled to the pitcher. He beat out the throw. He had a sharp hit to right back in the 4th inning and scored a run after he stole a base on the 2 RBI by Trado. Excuse me, that was a single RBI by Trado. Becker followed with 2 RBIs on his triple. This one hit up the middle, just over the glove of Fregis. Back-to-back singles as Becker is aboard. Cromer at second. Waltich comes to the plate.
Center fielder, number 2, Jack Waltich.
Waltich is 1 for 2. He flew out to start the game in the 1st. Had a 2 RBI double in the 2nd. He walked and scored a run in the 4th. Nobody out, runners on 1st and 2nd. Cromer at 2nd, Becker at 1st. Waltich right up the middle. The throw to 2nd is booted, and a run will score. This will be the 10th run of the game. An error on the play for St. Pat's, and it's 10-0. So they're going to call a fielder's choice, but there should be an error as well.
brings up the third baseman, number 21, Derek Schoen.
So Waltich reaches on the fielder's choice. Cromer scores. Advancing to third is Becker, and Schoen comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3, has an RBI and scored a run back in the first inning. His RBI came on a 6-3 fielder's choice putout back in the second. He struck out in the fourth, and now he takes strike one, 0-1. Runners at the corners with nobody out here in the fifth. This one bounced off the plate. The scoop by Ryan Fregis, and the throw is good. A run scores, and it's now 11-0 as Becker comes across home plate.
Number 10, first baseman, John Trado.
So Waltich moves to second on the 5-3 putout, and Trado comes to the plate with one away. Trado is 2 for 3. He singled in the first, singled in the fourth. Got an RBI and scored a run as well that inning. This one hit to the right side. Garacki is there. He'll scoop and toss over to Ambrose for out number 2. And the throw to third, and coming in safe. Sliding home is Waltich, and it's now 12-0 Fairmont. So the 4-3 putout retires Trado.
Left fielder,
And some
17,
aggressive
Levi
base running
Becker.
by Waltich makes it 12-0. 16 hits for Fairmont today as Levi Becker comes to the plate. He drives one to right. Endress is coming under it, and he slides to make the catch for out number 3. 3 more for Fairmont here in the fifth. St. Patrick needs 3 runs to keep the game going as they'll come to the plate next in the bottom of the fifth.
For Fairmont in the fifth, 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and nobody left on base. After 4.5, Fairmont leads by 12.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from?
Back here in Springfield, heading to the bottom of the fifth and a must-score situation for St. Patrick. They're trailing 12-0 here in the championship
Leading off
game.
the bottom of the fifth, for the Irish, the designated hitter, number 24, Dom DeLuca.
Dom DeLuca flew out to right back in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. Ross Ackerman, the draftee from Wyndham, dealing for Fairmont. Fouled back, strike 1. This could do it here for Fairmont and wrap up their first championship ever here in state amateur baseball. They last made it to the finals in 2012. They lost that game to Maple Lake. They have been cruising from the start here today. They had 2 consecutive fly balls by Becker and Waltich. Fly ball outs to left field. Both caught by wires by for St. Patrick. 2 outs. They had 4 consecutive singles after that and scored a run. They led 1-0 after 1. They scored 3 in the second, 1 in the third, 4 in the fourth, 3 more in the third. They lead 12-0 on 16 hits. The Irish scoreless on 2 hits. They also have a fielding error. This one bounced to Ackerman. Reaches up, throws to first, and that's out number 1. DeLuca retired on the 1-3 putout.
Brings up the third baseman, number 21, Ryan Fregis.
Dick Jonkowski, broadcasting legend, now with us here in the crowd. Longtime voice of Golden Gopher basketball. If you ever have been to Williams Arena over the past, 40 years, you've heard the voice of Dick Jonkowski. The Polish Eagle joining us here in the crowd. Good to see you. 0-1 the count. To Fregis. Fregis, the third baseman, struck out back in the second inning. Rain increasing here in Springfield as Fairmont closes in on their first ever championship. One away here, bottom 5. It's 12-0. Ackerman kicks and fires, swing and a miss for strike 2. So 0-2 the count to Fregis. This one hit to the second baseman, Hearn, who's been active today in the field for Fairmont, and he tosses to first for out number 2. And that'll bring Endress to the plate.
Right fielder, number 33, Zach Endress.
This one hit to the left side, scoop by Becker, and it's in the dirt. Back to the Irish dugout, and rounding first and heading to second is Endress. And he's aboard with a 2-out. Well, it'll be ruled an error. So not a 2-out single, but he gets on base.
Now batting, number 27, the left fielder, Joe Wires.
So Joel Wires, who grounded out to second back in the third inning. $12-0 the score. 7-inning minimum game. I think I said when we started the inning that St. Patrick's needed to score to keep the game going. We'll play 7, despite the 10-run deficit. The bouncer to left side. The throw is in time from Schoen to Trado. A 5-3 putout ends the inning. So no official hits for St. Patrick in that inning, but they do strand Endress.
No hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base.
The first error of the game for Fairmont.
Fairmont on top.
And we'll go to the 6th inning in a 12-0 game here in Springfield on Prep Spotlight TV. Back here in Springfield, as you see the grounds crew, all volunteers. They've been hard at it for 3 weeks and have had this field looking terrific. Hard to tell now because of the rain, but man, what a great park. One of hundreds, as all of you know, watching, listening here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Minnesota leaders in the nation in amateur baseball. We take it for granted, but there's few states that cherish baseball the way we do here. Jack Meyer from Webster, the lefty, comes in relief for St. Pat's. So Josh Simon started the game.
Now pitching for the Irish, draftee from Webster, number 39, Jack Meyer. Hey, baseball fans.
Josh Simon started. He was replaced by Bill Dunker. We'll get his line here in a minute.
Jake Larson just popped up here and said hi. And now we got some even better voice on the mic here, Dick Jankowski. Here he is.
Thank you, Marty. It's like being at a Gopher game, actually. Kind of fun. Thank you. Sure, I have a lot of. I lived in Fairmont in 1953. My dad owned the Augusta Hotel, and I was bat boy for the Fairmont Martins in the Western Mini League. And of course, lived in Wabasso, and now I live in Shakopee, just a stone throw from the St. Patrick and the St. Patrick store and cafe. Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it. For Fairmont, in the top of the sixth, second baseman, Ethan Hearn.
All right, Dick Jankowski joining us here from the broadcast booth. We were just talking about him moments ago. And now he'll take us at least to the sixth inning, if not more. As you heard Ethan Hearn coming to the plate, he drives one to shallow center. Westman in, Freegis out, and he'll reach up and make the grab for out number one. The designated hitter Tennyson with 2 singles today and a run scored comes to the plate.
Hitter, Tyler Tennyson.
Here's our unofficial line on Bill Dunker. 3 1/3 innings pitched, 7 runs, 6 hits, 3 strikeouts. Dealing now the draftee from Webster, Jack Meyer. This one fouled back. That evens the count at 1-1. Outside for a ball. 2-1 with 1 out here. Top of 6. We'll play at least 7 innings. This one fouled off. And more than that, if St. Pat's can get the bats going. Just 2 hits so far today. 16 for Fairmont. Bounced off the plate, foul. 2-2. Rain continues to fall here in southern Minnesota. It's a championship Labor Day Monday as Meyer kicks and fires, fouled off. Count remains 2-2. Hearn led off, flew out to shallow center. This one scooped up by Freegis, the throw to first for out number 2. And Schmidt comes to the plate now with 2 outs. He's got 2 singles.
Right fielder, Adam Schmidt.
2 singles and scored a run. That back in the second inning. That was the 4th run of the game. Fouled back. Strike 1. Meyer dealing for St. Patrick. It's from the small town of Webster. This one hit to left center field. Wires is there, and he does not make the catch. It gets underneath him, and a 2-out single for Schmidt. He's got 3 hits today. And to the number 9 hitter, Cromer, who singled back in the 5th inning and scored a run.
Catcher, Mike Cromer.
Cromer had his catching gear on already. Had to strip it off as he heads back into the batter's box. 1 for 3. Webster just a dot on the map south of County Road 86, home of St. John's Lutheran Church and the Ranchero Restaurant, a fabulous place for dinner. This one fouled off into the Irish dugout and off the facing. 2 strikes now on Cromer. This one hit to center. Westman coming in. Garacki out, and he'll stick up his glove and tuck it away for out number 3. And the Martins are down in the 6th.
And one left on. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to commend the Springfield committee. What a great ballpark. This is you've done a great job, a wonderful job all the way around here in Springfield. I used to live in El Paso, and I remember coming to Springfield, and the best Springfield player, I had 2 favorites. A lot of you don't remember who they are. 1953, Dean Scarborough, and a guy by the name of Jim Holstein, who was with the Minneapolis Lakers, and he played first base here for Springfield. And of course, Al Gizmo, never forget him. He was amazing. Really great. I'm very proud to be here, and you should be proud of what's gone on the last 3 weekends. Thank you. And Marty, thanks for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
That's Dick Jonkowski, legendary PA announcer for the Golden Gophers. As Marty Brandel, our guy here in Springfield, takes over once again. I'm Ryan Phelps. Kit Callis is our photographer. 12-0 our score as we head to the bottom of the 6th. This is the championship game.
And he asked me if I brought my wife along, and I actually not really, and I didn't, but I said to her the other day, I want to make you the happiest woman in the world, and she said, I'm going to miss you.
Dick Jonkowski, king of the one-liners. 17 hits for Fairmont in this ball game. When we started, it was not raining.
This lady gets up in the morning, goes to a full-length mirror, looks at herself. She said, my God, I'm old, I'm fat, and I'm ugly. So she wakes up her husband. She said, I just realized I'm old, I'm fat, and I'm ugly. Would you give me a compliment? Well, he said, your eyesight's perfect.
Thank you. We'll be here all day. Coming to the plate now for St. Patrick.
Number 14, Bryce Simon.
Bryce Simon in the pitch hit for Westman in the 9 spot. So we'll see what that does to the fielding lineup, as Westman is center fielder for St. Patrick. Bryce Simon batting in his place. Takes a first pitch ball as Ackerman fires. Inside, high and tight. Ross Ackerman, a draftee from Wyndham, dealing for Fairmont here today. Giving up just 2 hits. 1 fielding error behind him, and that was in the last inning. That was on the shortstop, Luke Becker. Not the point fingers. Just relaying the facts. 2-1. Bounced off the plate for a strike. 2-2 the count as the rain sounds like it's picking up again here. It hasn't stopped, it's only slowed and increased. Bounced to the left side. Scooped up by the shortstop Becker, and it's not in time. Infield hit for Simon, and St. Patrick has a runner aboard with their 3rd hit of the ball game. And we go back to the top of the order.
Shortstop, number 11, Jack Freegis.
Jack Freegis from Minnesota State Mankato. As we get a new ball. It's cooling, I think, here. Kit Callis agrees. We've got almost exclusively long pants, sweatshirts, and jackets in the grandstand here in Springfield. A few umbrellas for those folks that are sitting down in the first few rows. And they're bringing up some hot cocoa. They have cold drinks and hot ones here at the concession stand. 1-0 the count now to Freeges. Low and away. 2-0 with Bryce Simon, who pinch hit for Westman on first on an infield single. Fouled off the plate. 2-1. Ackerman pitching from the stretch. Very methodical on the mound. Checks the runner at first. Digs in and delivers a 2-1 pitch. Catches the outside corner for a strike, 2-2. Nobody out here, bottom 6. And you're reading the score right. It's 12-0 Fairmont. Their bats have been on fire the entire game. 17 hits for the Martins, just 3 for the Irish. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Freeges retired for out number 1, and we'll bring up Garacki, Jordan Garacki from Northern State. Nope, I take that back, a pinch hitter.
Batting number 16,
Derek Isaacson.
Isaacson.
So Isaacson hitting for Garacki. In his first plate appearance. 1 out and a runner on first in Simon. Strike 1. Oh, 0-1 the count. Ross Ackerman from Wyndham pitching for Fairmont, trying to lead them to their first ever state championship. They played here in 2012, lost to Maple Lake. That one's in the dirt. Advancing to second. The throw is late. And Simon reaches on the wild pitch. So 1-1 the count now to Isaacson, with a runner on second, as Dave Hearn, the acting manager for Fairmont, hands the used ball to the ball boys here behind the fence. Ackerman checks the sign. Delivers the 1-1 pitch after checking the runner at second. And we'll have a timeout called. Called by Isaacson. This one popped up to the right side. Trado after it. The catcher, Cromer, cannot come up with it. Nice effort by the catcher, but he couldn't quite get there. So just an exciting strike. 1-2 the count. Broken bat for Isaacson, so he'll get a new piece of ash. One and 2 the count, 1 out here. Runner on second in Simon. Bottom of 6. St. Patrick at the plate, trailing by a dozen and in need of some serious run support here. 3 hits on the day so far. Their third coming earlier in the inning on an infield single. This one's fouled off. Infield single by pinch hitter Bryce Simon. Derek Isaacson, also a pinch hitter, hitting for the second baseman Garacki. the Irish fans trying to get their team excited, get those bats going. Fouled back again. A fine mist exploding as it hits the net. So 1-2, the count remains with one away here. Bottom 6. Simon on second after a single and a wild pitch. Ackerman kicks and fires low. Two and two now, the count to Isaacson. As Ackerman checks a runner on second. A runner in scoring position, a luxury today for St. Patrick. This is their first runner on second base as Isaacson takes ball 3. Garacki singled back in the first. Ambrose, that's Matt Ambrose, singled in the second. They went down in order in the third and fourth innings. They had one runner reach on an error, Endress, back in the fifth. And now the infield single by pinch hitter Bryce Simon in the sixth. The full count pitch, and the bat gets thrown to the backstop. And strike 3. I was wondering, I was checking to see if he did get a piece of it. He did not, and Isaacson goes down swinging. Seth Ambrose comes out smiling at his teammate, the Gopher hockey player, high school
First
hockey
baseman,
phenom.
Number 7, Seth Ambrose.
Ambrose 0 for 2. He hit into a double play back in the first inning to end the inning and grounded out to second back in the fourth. A quick meeting on the mound with Cromer and Ackerman. 2 outs here, runner on second in Simon. Seth Ambrose, the first baseman, digs in. Ackerman kicks and fires, hit to the left side. Schoen is there, the scoop and the throw, and Trado grabs onto it for out number 3. Ambrose 0 for 3 on the day, and St. Patrick is down here in the 6th. We head to the 7th. Fairmont coming to bat, leading by 12 here in Springfield on Prep Spotlight TV.
Fairmont on top.
Hey folks, welcome back here to Springfield. If you haven't seen it yet, if you have Amazon Prime, well, if you don't, get it. If you do, look up our Town Ball documentary put out by Big G Media. Our own Andy Price, executive producer of our programming here at Prep Spotlight, helped put the show together with my friend Eric Gislason. A wonderful documentary on the past, present, and future of Minnesota amateur baseball. A wonderful documentary available now on Amazon Prime. Back here in Springfield, it's 12-0. Fairmont with 17 hits on the day. Every batter in the lineup has a hit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've been asked to tell
This is Dick Jonkowski.
I don't know if any of you have been to Brancini's restaurant in St. Paul, but it's a beautiful restaurant, very plush. Well, the other night this couple was having supper at Mancini's. All of a sudden, the man slid down his chair and under the table. And the waiter saw this. He walked over to the lady. He said, "Ma'am, your husband just slid under the table." She said, "No, my husband just walked in the door."
Dick Jonkowski, everybody. the Polish Eagle. King of the one-liners. Jack Meyer on the hill for St. Pat's. A draftee from Webster. St. Pat's with a large mountain to climb. Down a dozen here to Fairmont.
Leading off to 7th for Fairmont, the shortstop, number 9, Luke Becker.
Top of the order, Becker with 3 runs scored today. He's got a stolen base, 3 singles. He's 3 for 4. That pitch above the belt for a strike, or for a ball. 1-0. And strike 1 in the outside corner. Fairmont 5-0 in this tournament. Wins over Waconia, Jordan, Buffalo, and Cold Spring. In the semis, I'm sorry, they're 4-0. That throw in there for out number 1. And a nice play by Jack Fregis. And Waltich comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. He doubled back in the second inning. He reached on a walk in the 4th, a fielder's choice in the 5th. He scored both of those times. Then he comes to the plate here in the 7th with 1 out. This one popped up to shallow right field. Garacki out. Fregis up for the catch. And excuse me, that's Isaacson was out at second, not Garacki. Either way, Fregis makes the catch for out number 2.
Third baseman, number 21, Derek Schoen.
Derek Schoen now comes to the plate. Schoen just 1 for 4. He singled and scored a run back in the first inning. He got an RBI in the second inning. Was put out on a 6-3 fielder's choice. Struck out and grounded out to third. Count even at 1-1. St. Patrick defeated Regal, Rochester, Carver, Bluffton, and Young America. This one hit to the shortstop Fregis. A bouncing throw is corralled by Ambrose for out number 3. And for the first time today, Fairmont goes down in order. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. St. Patrick needs 3 runs to keep her going here in the finals in Springfield.
In the 7th. Heading to the bottom of the 7th. Irish got some work to do.
Back here in Springfield for what could be our final half inning. Bottom of the 7th, St. Patrick coming to the plate. And they need 3 to keep it going.
Norm Wilson, what a great catcher, Hall of Famer. What a wonderful guy he was, and a good friend of mine. I always said Norm was a great athlete. In fact, in high school, he caught the javelin. Think about that for just a minute. And I remember he wanted to play quarterback in the football team. The coach said, Norm, can you pass a football? He said, if I can swallow it, I can pass it.
Matt Ambrose coming to the plate here for St. Patrick in the bottom of the 7th. Ambrose 1 for 2. He singled to lead off the second inning. Flew out to right back in the 4th. A new pitcher in for Fairmont.
Hey, one last stretch.
Ross Ackerman. It'll be Adam Schmidt, who was playing right field, as we've got the 7th inning stretch going on here. Take me out to the ball game.
Now pitching for Fairmont, number 31, Adam Schmidt. Leading off, bottom of the 7th for the Irish, the catcher, number 10, Matt Ambrose.
So for Ackerman, 6 innings pitched, no runs on 3 hits. Four strikeouts as well. That'll end his day unofficially. 0-1 the count from Schmidt to Ambrose. Ball 1. 1-1. This one driven to left center field. Waltich chasing, and he's got it for out number 1. The designated hitter, nope, we've got a pinch hitter. This will be Kevin Pexa, K-Pex.
Now batting, number 18, Kevin Pexa.
So Pexa comes to the plate with 1 away here, bottom of the 7th, in what would be our final inning if Fairmont can hold the Irish to 2 or fewer runs. Schmidt on the mound, kicks and fires high for a ball. The Martins have been in command from the outset. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1-1 with 1 out. Strike 2, just above the knees. Looks like the rain has stopped here in Springfield. It started early in the game. It wasn't raining when we started the game, but it started very early. I pitch high for a ball, 2-2. And it looks, as I'm looking over at the concrete now, I don't see any little splashes in the puddles. 2-2 the count. Fouled off by Pexa. Pexa batting for the DH DeLuca. 1 away and 2-2. Just below the knees. Full count now to Pexa. And strike 3. He's rung up by the home plate umpire for out number 2, and that'll bring another pinch hitter to the plate.
Now batting
Zach Sawyer.
Number 19, Zach Sawyer.
Sawyer comes to the plate with just 1 out remaining for the Irish. Fans from Fairmont on their feet. Strike 1. A championship is within reach for the Martins. St. Patrick down to their final 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Adam Schmidt in relief for Fairmont. Has 1 strikeout to his credit. Sawyer, the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020 Minnesota Class C State Amateur Baseball champions. Congratulations.
What a win for Fairmont.
Also,
12-0 our final. 17 hits. Ross Ackerman, 6 innings pitched. He gave up just 3 hits and struck out 4. Schmidt closes it out with 2 strikeouts as he retires St. Patrick in order. We'll turn it over to our PA announcer for the award ceremony here in Springfield as Fairmont celebrates a title here in 2020. What a game for Fairmont here in the state championship. 17 hits for the Martins. The leadoff hitter, Luke Becker, 3 for 5 with 3 runs scored. Jack Waltich went 1 for 3, but he also reached on a walk and a fielder's choice, and he scored 2 runs. Derek Schoen, the third baseman, 1 for 5 with a run scored and an RBI. Trado, 2 hits on the day and a run scored. Becker with 2 runs scored. He tripled, doubled, and singled, nearly hit for the cycle, Levi Becker. Hearn singled back in the first inning. Tennyson singled and scored a run, singled twice and scored 1 run. Schmidt singled 3 times and scored a run, and Cromer singled and scored a run as well. The bats were just on fire today for Fairmont. Josh Simon pitched 2 2/3 for St. Patrick. Gave up 5 runs on 10 hits with 1 strikeout. Bill Dunker, 3 1/3, 7 runs scored, 6 hits, and 3 strikeouts. And the drafty Jack Meyer of Webster, he pitched 1 inning and retired the side. Faced just 3 batters. Ross Ackerman pitched 6 innings, gave up just 3 hits with 4 strikeouts. Adam Schmidt gets the close as he shuts it down for Fairmont. Faced just 3 batters, struck out 2. Fairmont wins the championship 12-0 in 7 innings. As we're set to award the trophies, the second place trophy to St. Patrick, their first ever championship game. Fairmont made it here in 2012. They lost that game to Maple Lake. They're winners here today, 12-0 in a 7-inning game. And we'll go downstairs to the announcer from Minnesota Baseball.
Thanks, folks, for being here. And we're pretty happy to have baseball this summer. It didn't look very good in early May, early June. We're happy to have a season, we're happy to have playoffs, and we're certainly happy to have a state tournament. 2 really good squads here. Let's give them both a big hand. You know, we did an awful lot of planning, and all the best planning they threw a curveball at us about 3 weeks before the state tournament. And the city of New Ulm was unable to host the state tournament. We lost a couple sites. But we had some great communities that stepped forward and said, we would like to help, okay? One of those communities was Shakopee. We had the state tournament up there in 2018, so they knew what was going to happen. They took on the B. We had 3 of our guys that worked up at the state tournament: Dennis Brennan, Tom Lemke, and Gary Schlepper. And Gary was the co-chair of the tournament and on our board at the same time. But I'd like to have Dennis say a few words on Class B.
Oh, thank you, Fred. Gary did one heck of a job over at Shakopee, and he had all his workers lined up, ready to go. It went so smooth the weekend I was there, and I think Tom can vouch for the other 2. And just like to thank Shakopee. I don't think he can hear me from here, but they done one heck of a job.
Now the next group that stepped forward, and probably even before Shakopee did, was the Milroy Yankees. Okay? They did a great job. 3 weeks before the tournament, they came and they said, let's do it. 2 weeks before the tournament, they built the deck over the first base dugout. And if any of you guys had a chance to sit there, that was a primo spot. But Pat Dolan's going to say a few words on Yankee Stadium.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you for all you guys. Introduce my son. The other co-chair was Brian Dolan. You don't know what kind of honor it is. Excuse me, I'm going to break it up here. Minnesota baseball, amateur baseball. is awesome. Look around you with awesome fans that we had at Millwright and you have here. It's just been a great honor. Just remember, Minnesota baseball, amateur baseball, is the coolest thing around.
Thanks, Pat. Now the other team that kind of stepped up, we've been working with the Springfield folks for 2 or 3 years. They did some great improvements, but not very long ago they thought they were going to be hosting the Class B right here. And they stepped up. It took a bigger share of the Class C, and now they've got a championship here. And they've done a terrific job. And we're going to have Marty Brandel say a few words.
It's unbelievable. I told someone in the press box, just look around and look at the smiles and the laughs, and this is just such a special day for Minnesota amateur baseball. So many of the names that you read in the articles, those people are standing around this ballpark right now, and it's absolutely incredible to be here. I can't even put words to how amazing this 3 weekends have been, and all the work we put in is absolutely worth it, and we will do it again at some point, hopefully. And when we don't have any sort of restrictions, I'm barred from saying that word. But thank you so much to everyone. Thank you to the fans. Thank you to all the volunteers. And those guys right there were our leaders, and they stepped up and did everything possible to make this happen.
First of all, thanks to the Minnesota Baseball Association guys. It's been a pleasure to get to know you and work with you, and thank you for having faith in us. Thanks to all the teams and the fans. The fans, just been incredible to get to know you. It's been a great time. Baseball, we're all family. We're all family. The last 3 weekends have been incredible. I want to thank our state board committee and our baseball association here. Those people did an outstanding job. I mean, we got everything ready, and they just took it to a T, and it went pretty smooth for 3 weeks, considering we haven't done this for 58 years here in Springfield. And very proud of the effort they did. The volunteers, the city of Springfield again, I've said the first 2 weeks, and I'll say it again today, that our volunteers were rock stars. We could not have done it. We've had some people in the concession stand here every minute of every game. It's been incredible. Mr. Marty Brandel here every minute of every game. So again, on behalf of Springfield Baseball, thank you, God bless you, and go Minnesota Baseball.
Thanks. John Gerards will now hand up the runner-up trophy to the St. Patrick Irish.
Matt Ambrose, Seth Ambrose, and the rest of the Irish out to pick up their second place trophy. Congratulations, men, on a great season and a great tradition of baseball in St. Pat's.
Fairmont Martins.
Levi Schmidt, Levi Becker and Adam Schmidt out to hoist the trophy. Champions in 2020, the Fairmont Martins.
Don't go too far, guys. We've got a championship bat for you guys. Come on back. This bat was donated by Lyle Lambrecht Bats. It's got all the players, got your scores, and they will update it. It's an awesome gift.
Very cool.
Jason Kirshner and John Gerritz will hand out the individual trophies to the champions. Marty, will you help us this?
Fairmont winners over Waconia, Jordan,
Fairmont.
Buffalo, Cold Spring,
Number 1,
and now here
Matt Lytle.
in the championship over St. Patrick, 12-0 in a 7-inning game under cloudy skies and rain, but they brought the bats. 17 hits on the day and 12 runs on the board. Ross Ackerman, 6 innings, 3 hits, and 4 strikeouts. A great day on the hill for the draftee from Wyndham.
Number 5, Lance Becker.
Number 9, Luke Becker. Number 10, John Trado. Number 11, Eli Anderson. Number 17, Levi Becker. All right, number 20, Christian Petchke. Number 21, Derek Schoen. The birthday boy, number 27, Tyler Tennyson. Oops, I got out of order, sorry. Number 24, Dalen Kelchin. Number 31, Adam Schmidt. Number 34, Ethan Hearn. Draftees from Wyndham, number 7, Colin Lovell. Also from Wyndham, number 15, Ross Ackerman. From Milroy, Irish, number 10, Ben Heichel. I think we got all the players. All right, and the manager, Dave Hearn. Spencer Chirpik's another one. He's went back to college. Here are the players who are on their roster but not here today. Number 14, Carter Bell. Number 3, Spencer Chirpik. Number 7, Josh Smith. Number 8, Sam Schwiger. Number 6, Jack Hested, I think. Number 13, Jordan Wolter. And number 15, Mitch Prafke. Got everybody? Awesome. I just got to tell you, we played you guys our first game when we could only play baseball not in Minnesota and down in Bancroft, Iowa. And after the game, we said, we'll see you guys in Springfield. And sure enough, here you are. Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys. We've got a brand new award. This is the first year, and our Secretary Treasurer, Mike Nagel, is going to introduce this award.
Thanks, Fred. We have a real treat here for you Springfield people. I was sitting in the lobby of the hotel, and this very classy, humble man came up and he said, you know, baseball has been very good to me throughout the years. And I've got a story I want to tell you. And I also have a gift that I want to give back because baseball has been so good to me. So I'm going to introduce the man who gave us a very generous $5,000 award. He did not want any recognition, but the story he's going to tell will tell a story after he's done. So I want to introduce Dodger scout from Casson Manorville, Jerry Raditz.
Well, I first of all want to say my interest and love of amateur baseball started 58 years ago. And I doubt if there are many people out here that probably remember 1962. But growing up, my goal was to play for pay, to get a professional contract. And I grew up with Tink Larson. And Tink Larson and I chased the dream. He did it for about 5 years. I did it for about 12 years. So he was a little smarter than I was. And I'll tell you today, since 1962, Tink and I decided to come to Springfield for the state amateur baseball tournament. We knew there would probably be some baseball scouts there, and maybe this was a way that maybe our voice could overcome our play in getting some attention from Major League Baseball. Well, it didn't happen. But in 1962, coming to Springfield, and I would just preface this. Baseball, and amateur baseball, has been more important in my life for 58 years. Now, I've had experiences. I've been in professional baseball for 20-some years. I was in Cincinnati a few years ago, honored on opening day, World Series championship ring. But that does not compare, and I'm not blowing smoke, that here, amateur baseball has been my life, and it's still more important to me than professional baseball. In 1962 in Springfield. And I had an experience that happened in 1962 that I'll never forget. I'll never forget Springfield and this. I was sitting in the stands for a couple days. We had some rainouts, and Tink and I, we had our little tent over there. We couldn't afford a motel, so we came back and forth from our tent to the baseball field. And one day, the Richfield or the Springfield team, amateur team, was playing, and I was sitting beside one of their players, and asked him who he was, and he introduced me, and he said he was going to be a senior in high school, and told me he had pitched in the state tournament, and, championships, and he still has some. He didn't tell me he had some state records today, of course, but he established some records that probably will never be broken. And that, I met him, Mike Davison. That was in 1962. I was still chasing the dream until 1970. And then I got a teaching job. So, after chasing it for 12 years, I knew I wasn't going to play any professional baseball. I got the teaching job of coaching in Winona. I was pretty excited. It was about August 20th. But my good friend out in San Francisco, we grew up with in Casson Manorville, I said, I'm going out here. He got a job too. And on Wednesday, August 25th, here the Cardinals were playing the Giants. So we went out to the ball game, 1970. And I see on the roster is a guy, Mike Davison. Well, this is Mike Davison, 8 years ago, was playing here and pitching here. Well, things were a little different in Major League Ballpark in 1970 than they are in 2020. And so we went down the bullpen, and here we introduced ourselves, and Mike said he remembered me from 8 years ago. I don't think he did, but that's what he said. So then we talked, and I congratulated him, said, "You're 8 years, you know, he's pitching in the big leagues." The only player from Springfield that pitched in the big leagues. He said, we talked about it, and he remembered his days in Springfield and playing amateur ball and such. He said, "Well, you want tickets for tomorrow's game?" And yeah, you know, we would have very much money. So he got us 2 tickets right down in the first row of the stadium. They're playing the St. Louis Cardinals. And you won't believe this, but you can check it out. On August 26th in San Francisco, playing the Cardinals, it's the 9th inning, and it's tied 7-7. And in the top of the 9th, the Cardinals got number 8 hitter up, and the pitcher struck him out. And then they loaded the bases. And then they called for Mike Davison to come in and face a pinch hitter hitting for the pitcher, and that was Vic Davalillo. Well, most of you probably have never heard of Vic Davalillo, but I can tell you that he was an all-star player, and he played many years. He was resting that day because he played a long game the night before. They call in Mike Davison, and my buddy and I were right behind the fence there and yelling for Mike, go get him, Springfield. And he comes in and he strikes out Vic Davalillo. The next hitter is the leadoff hitter. Most of you probably don't remember, but he just passed away a few hours ago. One of the best players and the greatest players in the history of baseball, Lou Brock. Still has records today. He's already got 2 doubles and a single, and he's facing Mike Davis. Mike, you got the first guy out. The base is loaded, and we're yelling at Mike, and we're, "Mike, go get him, Lou Brock." And all of a sudden, on a 3-2 pitch, Mike Davison threw the best curveball that he ever threw in his life. Lou Brock backed up and didn't even swing it. The Giants got a run in the last of the 9th, and Mike Davis won his last Major League Baseball game in his career. And this was quite a story for me, that this all started right here in Springfield. And I'm seeing a young man strike out Lou Brock, and especially today. You know what I thought? I know Lou Brock, Oh, that's sweet. Okay. But Lou Brock, you can probably hear me. Lou Brock passed away a few hours ago. A great player. Well, I remember Mike Davison strike him out. And if I were in heaven today, I can hear what Lou Brock is going to say when he meets Mike Davison. "Mike Davison, how in hell did you ever get a curveball by me today and win the game?" So that's it, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Thanks, Jerry. I'm going to embellish on that story. He also then got a letter from Mike's grandson, who was invited to a tryout camp, and one of the first people that his grandson saw was a scout from the San Francisco Giants. So it's a pretty crazy story. So after Jerry's generous gift, the board sat around and said, what are we going to do with this money? We can't just put it in a fund. We need to do something special. So we decided, the Major League Baseball has the Cy Young Award, while amateur baseball now has the Mike Davison Award. So every year we will have an MVP, and we will also hand out a trophy to the most outstanding pitcher of the tournament. So it's my delight to go ahead and announce the first annual Mike Davison Award winner. So this pitcher compiled a 2-1 record with a .29 ERA. He pitched 31 innings. The first 30 were scoreless, 16 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk, 36 strikeouts. And I've had the pleasure of playing against his father and against him. And it is my pleasure to announce the first winner of the Mike Davison Pitcher of the Class C tournament, Mr. Matt Geislinger. Watkins Clipper.
Thanks. We're going to move on now to the all-tournament team. Mark Forsman's going to help us.
Thank you, Fred. I'd just like to thank the cities of Shakopee, Milroy, and Springfield for stepping up this year. It was a great job. Thank you. The Class C 2020 All-Tournament Team from the Cold Spring Rockies, Austin Duffner. And if you are not here but know where, if you're not here and you're from that community, you can come down and pick it up later for them. From the Watkins Clippers, Matt Geislinger. From the Buffalo Bulldogs, Jake Dusky. From the St. Patrick Irish, Jordan Garacki. From the Bluffton Braves, Jake Dykoff. From the St. Patrick Irish, Matt Ambrose. From the Fairmont Martins, Luke Becker. From the Bird Island Bullfrogs, Logan Nissen. From the Young America Cardinals, Bryce Panning. From the Fairmont Martins, Jack Wolchek. From Young America draftee from the Cologne Islanders, Christian Johnson. From the Fairmont Martins, John Trento. The Cold Spring Rockies, Ryan Hennon. St. Patrick Irish, Jack Frigis. From the Fairmont Martins, Derek Sheehan. Join.
I want to apologize. I forgot a great group that helped us all 3 weekends. This group right down here, the field crew, The field was awesome. God bless you. Thank you very much for your work. Thank you.
Next, we've got James Brennan on behalf of the Brennan family from Hinckley.
Thank you, Fred. Each year, the tournament officials identify and reward a team that displayed outstanding sportsmanship during the games they played during the tournament. This year, the J.D. Brennan Sportsmanship Trophy is awarded to the baseball team from Bluffton. If there's anyone here, please come down and accept the trophy.
We'll get that to him. Okay. Next, Joe Krieger is going to help us with the MVP.
All right. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Springfield, Milroy, and Shakopee for doing a great job of hosting the tournament this year. It was really fun to work with your groups. Our MVP had a very good tournament, obviously. I believe he played every inning at shortstop for his team. He had 11 hits and 21 at-bats. He scored 10 runs. He drove in 4. He had a double and a triple and stole 3 bases. With no further ado, the MVP is Luke Becker from Fairmont.
Congratulations. We've got a few other people, our official scorekeepers that have worked every game. Like to say thanks. They're still here. We had 7 of them that worked between the 3 parks. Did a wonderful job for us. Also this year, first time, all of our ball games were streamed. I don't know if any of you folks had a chance to use that. I thought they did a wonderful job. I think it was a great year for us to experiment with that. I think it worked out well. We really didn't know what to expect at this tournament. We had to do some things differently. We had temperature checks for all the ball players, all the coaches, and all the workers. We had 66 ball games, and we're very pleased to say that not one worker or player or coach came here with a fever. So you as fans, you could come into a safe environment and feel good. Our 3 weekends here, we thought were very, very successful, and it's because of the cooperation we had from you, the fans, and certainly from the players. There were some hiccups. We had to do pre-sale tickets. I know that's a pain for a lot of you folks, but you were really cooperative, and we like that. We don't like clearing the stadium out after each game and making you come back in and pay again, but that was part of the COVID rules that we had to follow. We don't like holding the games to 250 maximum. The park looks empty at 250. But that again was part of our rules. We're hoping that that's all behind us. Next year when you come and see us, it's going to be in Chaska, Waconia, and Hamburg. And we're hoping to get back to normal baseball. But you guys make it happen. You stuck with your teams all year long, and we really appreciate that. We wish you a safe drive home. Be very careful, but be very proud of the teams that you guys are following. These guys did a heck of a job, and thank you.
And that'll wrap up our coverage here in Springfield. Congratulations, the Fairmont Martins, state champions in 2020. From all of us here at Prep Spotlight, the broadcast crew, the photographers, our executive producer, Andy Price, Zach Schuster, our technical director, Amy Fauché for her guidance. For Kit Callis, my partner, my name is Ryan Phelps, saying thanks for joining us, folks, and so long from Springfield, Minnesota.
The 2020 Class C Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament is brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association and presented to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is the hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone. And Wings Financial. We're for people like you.